Okay, so I'm having a quick little impromptu Zoom. I closed the room, so if you didn't make it because you were late. So I got this little impromptu meeting with people who were dead on time, and Reed MITNICK is here. Reed, the question I asked, because I decided I'd record this, the question I asked was, based on when I started in January, it was advertised that I was going to get 1,000 for $99. I was going to get 1,000 commercials every month. I paid $997, so it's $20,000 over the year, which is roughly 1,666 commercials on average per month, right? Clearly, I didn't get commercials over the next few months up until today. So clearly, this has morphed. Clearly, this has pivoted. Clearly, there's a bigger picture here. So explain once again, Reed, where we were, where we are, and where we're going. And also make sure you mention what you just mentioned. I'm sorry I have to say it all over again. I don't care if you talk for 30 minutes. I got plenty of time.
So from the ownership brand partner, when you get your 1,000 ads monthly, what we've been working on, just because of a logistical kind of nightmare of building out several thousand QR codes and reaching several thousand zip codes, we've been working on using the brand partner advertising bot to kind of put that all together to get our biggest bang for our buck. So we've been using that to promote the Energy Saver. We've been using that to promote the events we've been doing in Las Vegas, the events we've been doing in North Carolina, the one we have coming up in North Carolina. So we've been taking that and running those in the areas where we're seeing the best results. And that's been in metro areas such as Dallas, Atlanta, and kind of pooling all of the owner, ad buys into one larger ad buy. That does get us better rates. That does get us better in front of premium advertising partners that we're working with, such as Hulu. You guys, I think, have seen what we're doing with Grocery TV. So as we open the new office in Atlanta and then eventually the retail store in Atlanta, we will be running and kind of really just saturating that market with ads, was for both YEREQGEO, for the energy, as well as for the ZENYGE opportunity. So that's kind of where we've been going on with that ad buy as part of the 1,000 ads you get a month. So the ads have been running nationally. We still have some catching up to do, but we are running a significant budget of ads promoting both the YEREQGEO and the Zen Delivery brands through that. So we're adding on to that now with additional ad buys, again, for brand partners that want to do that. And then for those, I will personally work with you guys to build out a QR code, target that, whether it is to a specific zip code, to an entire metro area. So if you want to target all of Metro Atlanta, or Greg, for you, all of Minneapolis, St. Paul, we could do that as well. So that's the update. So everybody, by the time the year is over, or if you have the 997, which I think was extended to next June,
yes.
Yeah, those ads will all be made whole in that time frame. So
now, if you will, expand on what you said a couple of minutes ago about the national partnership with advertising, if advertising is the route you want to go, which is one of the routes I definitely want to go, one of the verticals I want to work with.
Yeah. So what I've been doing kind of behind the scenes as I'm getting all of our ads together is I've been working with partnerships on our platform that we have exclusive access to. So we now have Hulu at our, so I don't know if anybody's a streamer, everyone's cut the cord, but they can watch all their network shows on Hulu. Hulu is now owned 100% by Disney, and they're in the process of integrating their big networks, which is Disney Plus, which is Hulu, and which is ESPN Plus. So once that's all together, we'll be able to buy inventory on all three of those platforms. So in theory, you can advertise, whether it's a local advertiser or a national advertiser, on any of those channels. So if someone, in theory, the NBA championship is on ESPN, you can now theoretically run an ad while, on that NBA championship game. So that's just one of our many partnerships. We have others on the streaming side, on the audio side. We now have Spotify, we have Pandora, we have the SiriusXM app. We also have Odyssey, which in many major metro areas is all the largest radio stations. I know New York, Philadelphia, Tampa, Atlanta has a few as well that you can now target those radio stations online. So we have a ton of available inventory, and I can help you guys reach out to the right people at the brands, at the agencies, where you guys are located. So again, Greg, in Minnesota, there's a ton of national advertising agencies. In Minneapolis. For anyone in Atlanta, there's 6 or 7 large agencies that each have 30, 40 media buyers that their job is to spend their clients' money on advertising. And as I mentioned before, some are on a strict mandate, while others, it is suggested that a certain amount of money is being used towards reaching Black-owned media. So there is opportunity and money to be spent. So why not do it through us?
See, I hope you guys can assimilate what he's saying, putting it all together in your brain, right? Because my head is doing this right now. Because I know for a fact there's tons of ad agencies in this town. I've sang commercial spots for companies in this town that paid me $30,000, $40,000 back when you could do a spot, sing a song, and get checks just showing up, right? I did a commercial for Macy's, right? And they used to call Macy's the gift that keeps on giving, because if you got a Macy's commercial, you just kept getting paid, right? So it used to be like that, but Minneapolis, St. Paul has a ton of ad agencies here, and partly because Minneapolis, St. Paul is a big corporate headquarter type town, right? You got a lot of big corporate headquarters in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And, with that said, companies like General Mills and Pillsbury and all those big giant companies, they have their Target, right? Target is here. The entire Target, right? I know where the building is with the big giant Target on the side of the wall, right? That is here. So I'm going to put that together because unlike a lot of cities and states where there's a large, quote unquote, urban community, Minneapolis, St. Paul, there's only 5% other meaning REID as well in the state of Minnesota, right? Everybody else is Norwegian, Swedish, German, English. That's it, right? In the whole state, 5% is other. And 80% of that other lives in Minneapolis, St. Paul, right? Where all the ad agencies are. So they have money allotted to help Black and brown owned media, right? Well, I wear a suit very well. I will be walking in the door. It's just that simple. If you have to, I'll fly you here. We can walk in the door together, right? Plus,
Minnesota's good, and Minnesota's great in the summer. Winter,
hey, I'm here right now. It's hot right now. Okay, so another thing, guys, understand this too. Just talking about Minnesota. Minnesota just became, and I don't smoke. I haven't smoked since college, but not that there's a problem, but Minnesota just became 100% recreational legal for cannabis. Okay, so imagine how big that industry alone is going to get in just the state of Minnesota, right? So what if I got together with the ad agency and created a ad for start your own, cannabis retail store, right? Blah, 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 whatever, guys. Do a Target ad, right? Don't limit yourself to what you think you know. That's why REID is here.
Yes, and we do have a targeted network, targeted be the word, of cannabis-friendly websites, TV stations, whatnot, that we can use for cannabis. So if you're in a state where it's legal, yeah, we can run that.
Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Look, here's the deal. There's only a few industries in the world where you have an opportunity, today in 2023 to be in the front of a trend. There's only a few things, right? Only a few where you can be in front of a trend. And the fortunes that are made in this country and in this world, in this country especially, is from people who get in front of a trend, right? So, and again, question from William Morris: how's the Metro Detroit, Michigan area for AS, the home energy saver product would do better? Of course it would. Think about it. Everybody who pays utility bills, that's our customer. Everybody who pays electricity. You don't even have to own the house. If you pay electric in your apartment, if you pay electricity in your office building that you're leasing the space, it doesn't matter. If your company or your personal name is on that product, on that company door, right? They're paying electricity. They are your client. Paisley Park Studios pays over $250,000 a month in electricity alone. Don't you think I'm going to walk in that door as soon as they tell me that the magnetron is ready to go? I'm walking in the door and say, hey guys, I'm about to cut your energy bill by 70%. You interested? Right? Even if I don't know, and I do, even if I didn't know the person who I would talk to, I would just bust in the front door and say, somebody needs to let me talk to somebody because I am ready to save this whole building 70% of their electricity. But let's not even talk about the big deals. They gave me this at the training. Energy saver. Do you think I'm gonna plug it into my house? No, this is the one I'm gonna walk into people's businesses and say, look, I'm going to plug this into one of your sockets. You tell me which one is going to save you money on your electric bill. Now, it won't save you a full 30% because you have a 2,000 square foot building in here, and then you need one per 1,000 square feet. But I'm going to plug this one in here. You redact your electric bill, right? And then send me a copy of it so I know how much you're paying right now. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to come back, 30 days, I'm going to come back. If your bill is lower, then you get one. If it's not there, you owe me $399, even though it only costs $89, right? It's business, guys. It's like John says all the time, it's called business, right? That's just the deal, right? He gave out these things here. These you plug it in, right, to your Wi-Fi, and it creates crypto, right? But you know what? People don't know. There's too many people that don't know anything about crypto. So I'm gonna plug this into my house, get my own crypto. But I'm keeping this free one, and this is going to be a marketing tool. I will leave it somewhere and say I'll be back in 30 days. I'm going to mark down on the box and on the unit the number, and I'm going to put the date that I left it there and come back in 30 days. Let me see your electric bill. Right? Guys, you don't have to be a salesperson, but here's what I know. 80% of the money is generated by 20% of the sales force. All of you are on the sales force, whether you sell or not, right? My job is to go out and make you some money because we're all partners, right? REID's job is to go out and make you some money. So if you choose to do absolutely nothing, Barbara, if you choose to not sell a thing, you're an owner. And because you're an owner, you are deserving of that check every month, right? But if you want your check to triple, you might want to tell some people about, hey, you like food? You want some free food? Here, download this app. It's free. So you got to say, you don't have to do anything else. Right? I can't wait to start advertising for ZENYGE delivery because that's a whole nother level. Everybody using Grubhub and all this stuff and paying too much money for it. Why would you do it when you don't have to? Right? So REID's going to help all of us get paid because that's his job. Right? He has YEREQGEO.com on the end of his email because his job is to help us get paid. Right?
And I am an owner as well, so I'm in the same boat as you.
Absolutely.
So.
That's right. He getting a check just like you. And his check is no different than yours. The only difference it would be is depending on when he joined and when you joined. That's it. And don't forget, if you just joined since June 1st, all of your 5% is going to come from that company. But if you join before June 1st, all of your 5% comes from the entire conglomerate of Ruston Industries, including that company. That's massive, guys. but you still need to go get your friends and family. Get them in here. Get the people who borrow money from you the most. Get them in this quick so they can stop borrowing from you, right? So I don't know. Anybody else got questions? Quick, while we got Reed on the hook. Thanks, Reed, for showing up, bro. I really do. You're my
Anytime,
guy.
if anyone is interested in running ads to promote their own brand partnership to potential owners, let me know. Hit me up. Again, we're offering a $99 special, and we're going to include 5,000 ads on that. And I'm working to see from our partners if we can get even more bonus on that. And what I will do, if you guys are on, I know you guys are on the Facebook groups, I will kind of put on those sample ads that we're producing right now, and you guys can see what those ads look like, and then we can personalize them for each owner. So just let me know.
Also, I can't find it right now, but there's I want to put it in my briefcase. There's a document. Oh, here it is. They passed this out at the training. Anybody got any idea what this is? What that means is when you sign up a business, right? You sign up a business with ZENYGE delivery, right? And I'll correct me, Reed, if I'm right, because I'm probably wrong. But when they get 200 deliveries, they get one of these cards. They get 10,000 free advertisements. What restaurant is not going to try to get one of these? 10,000 free advertisements. Jim's Barbecue could be selling more barbecue than Famous Dave's in the Twin Cities right now because they got 10,000 free ads. Then Famous Dave's going to say, well, wait a minute, how is Jim selling more barbecue than me? Then I'll just show up in the house. Well, because you don't have enough advertising. You want to get some? Right? It's really that simple. Hulu, guys, Hulu. Who does not have Hulu? Let me know, right? Who buys cable? Nobody has cable.
86 million plus Hulu subscribers in the US now. So it's a huge, huge market.
86 million households. What happens if you have a commercial about the energy saver? And Reed, you know, I will do commercials for you too, man.
Yeah, that's a big part. Greg is now my partner on it. So like,
y'all don't understand. Y'all don't
this is the official announcement. Greg's gonna be creating some kick-ass ads for us. Like he's too good.
Again, you got a commercial. I'll be like, Reed, you ever heard of a guy named Fancy Ray McCloney?
Oh yeah.
Fancy Ray does commercials out of Minnesota. This guy makes a grip of money just doing goofy commercials because he looks like Little Richard. He's got the Little Richard butter curls and a big old smile and like, get started today. And every time he does a commercial, his advertiser, the company makes a mint every time. You don't think I'm going to get a hold of Fancy Ray? We're going to put Fancy Ray on some national spots. He just don't even know it yet.
Nice. And I know Monica's down in Houston. And I know I used to work with Mattress Mac from Furniture Gallery.
Oh yeah, man. Come on, man. These guys.
I mean, listen, we're gonna make you guys. We're gonna do big things.
Big things. So anybody else got any more questions? Because I don't want to keep reading you along. We've been on over a half hour. Anybody got any other questions? Questions, thoughts, concerns? Ready to get ready. Ready to get ready. Stop getting ready. My dad used to say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
I have one more question.
Go ahead, Brother Floyd.
And that's going back to you made mention about us advertising our business. You said that you're charging $99. Is that $99 a special offer only, or when that's gone, it's going to be higher or something?
Right now it's a special offer. If we see we're having success, we might keep it that way, and then you guys can go out and sell it for $99 to others, and we can kind of keep that going. But I would definitely tell people that it's a limited time offer. So
how soon do we have to participate?
I would, again, we're trying to get people in before June 30th. So
Okay.
we're definitely gonna keep at through the end of the month. So I would try to get people, if you can, if you guys want to do it yourself or know people that want to do that, let's go try to go by the end of June if we can.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it.
Any other questions? Going once. Going twice. And sold. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out. Reed, my brother, let's get it going, man. Let's go. Because again, don't ever get it twisted, folks. The money in this business is already there, right? As far as your monthly payment, the deals that they're doing right now on an international level with big nations and continents, that's going to make you a rich person. Now, that's not an income claim. Down in Texas, they call that a clue. So, but with that said, the opportunity, even if you were, let's say today is July 1st, and everybody on here is a distributor. You don't share in the 5%, right? You still can be a millionaire in this company just by doing what we're talking about right now. Just this is $1 million business. Zen Delivery, $1 million business. They showed you with the numbers. 10 restaurants at 100 commercial, 100 orders. That's $13,000, $14,000 a month. That's a great living. If you can't live on $120,000 a year, you got a crack habit. Okay. So with that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again, Reed, for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. Love you, man. And you guys, look, keep this in your mind. Keep focusing on what we're doing here. This is real. This is serious. This is powerful. It's the most powerful business ever. Right? I'm not kidding. Right? When I say that, I'm not joking around. So again, I'm your boy G. Thanks for coming on. And as always, imparting. Peace.